I want to talk to you about one of the biggest shifts, at least in my opinion, that is happening in wealth management, similar to what we've seen with CPAs in the past. So many clients used to get their taxes done by one of the big four, the big names. We all can think of them. What shifted over time was clients started to hire the person they knew down the street or a CPA that retired from one of the big firms and opened up a shop in their town. What ended up happening was folks would go from hiring the big firms to hiring someone that they could walk in the door, talk to them about their taxes, and update them on things that were happening in their lives. I think the same thing has been unfolding in wealth management for years, moving from the big names, banks and national firms that we all know, that built a brand around their size that provides a sense of safety to clients that still use them today. I'm not here trying to disparage those businesses. I think they do a fine job, but things are changing. Firms that are boutique, independent, registered investment advisory firms have way more flexibility. Technology is giving us the tools to move quicker, to provide more customized advice, to cater things to you as opposed to the big firms. If you're one of those folks that works with a big firm, I'd love to hear from you as what it is about them that makes you feel comfortable or makes you feel like that's the best service that you can get. And maybe they're doing a great job. I'm not saying they're not. But so many times I have come across prospective clients and they'll bring me their statements or they'll tell me about the planning that they're doing. And it is so much less than what they deserve and what we have access to nowadays. The platforms are so quick where we can work on someone's investment holdings and update those on an individual level. We're not using high-cost mutual funds or ETFs. We're building portfolios in-house, custom to you and your situation. Where so many times I'm seeing it, these big names, they're still just using these cookie cutter portfolios that are being managed by someone in Chicago or someone in New York, and then passing these expenses down to you as the consumer. We don't approach it that way. We feel like if someone's gonna pay us to manage their money, we should be the ones managing it. And that's just on the investment side. Think about your planning. Are you talking about Roth conversions? Are you talking about CRTs, charitable remainder trusts, if you're charitably inclined? Are you talking about qualified charitable distributions to help lessen the blow of your RMD? Are you performing tax planning in January, February, March, and April for the following year? Do you have a tax person at your big firm that is helping you plan for those upcoming things as opposed to retroactively saying, well, here's what you owe Uncle Sam? That's not what clients want, nor do they deserve. And with the technology that we have access to today, we can do so much better. And so the shift that I'm seeing is that the consumers are recognizing this, that the small registered investment advisory firms, the boutique firms that are operating independently and still leveraging large partners. For example, Mason Burrow Advisors, we custody our clients' assets with Fidelity Investments, Charles Schwab, and we're bringing on Goldman Sachs. Those are some of the biggest players in the game. What you get is the safety of the big name with someone in your city that you can drive in and see and say, hey, I saw you sold Coke or Pepsi. Why did we do that? And we can tell you why, because we were the ones that made the change. Or if you have a change in your job or your retirement plan, you say, hey, I'm feeling uneasy about this. Can we talk through it? Can we put it through the software and run it through a scenario analysis? What does that look like? What does that do to my financial plan? What does that do to my retirement? Are you talking about a distribution strategy? What's the best withdrawal strategy? Should we be withdrawing from our tax-deferred accounts and then our taxable accounts? Should we be withdrawing from our tax-free assets first? Are you having those conversations? We're having conversations not only about asset allocation, but asset location. What type of investments are you holding in what type of accounts? Those are important conversations to be having. And I think that technology has evolved to a place where the shift is happening. Boutique firms like Mason Burrow Advisors are becoming the favorite for customers, consumers, clients, because they're recognizing that the value they're getting is so much greater than just having the big name behind them. If any of this resonates with you and you'd like somebody to take a look at what you're doing, your investment approach, your plan, we'd be happy to take a look and let you know if you're on the right track or if maybe some improvements can be made. But those are the questions you should be having with your advisor, regardless of where they work. If they're at a big name firm, if they're at a boutique firm, that is the type of service that clients deserve. And that's the peace of mind that we try and provide our clients day in and day out.